Well, hello and welcome to another episode of The Voyage, coming to you from the spectacular pool deck here on Hayman Island for the 2021 Princess Rendezvous. 11 yachts have moored here for a week of festivities after a dream run up Queensland's spectacular coast. Almost a month ago, our fleet departed Sanctuary Cove under a blanket of sea fog, which gave way to calm seas and blue skies, with 11 majestic Princess yachts pointed north for a Great Barrier Reef adventure. The Queensland coast is a perfect blue water playground, dotted with safe anchorages and coral cays.
First day was pretty good. We left the Gold Coast in the morning. We came over the Wide Bay Bar at about 3 o'clock, right on the high tide. Had a pretty benign crossing, which is what we wanted. We watched the weather and waited for the perfect weather window. Got all 11 boats over there comfortably and safely. In fact, some of the owners didn't even know we'd been over the bar. It was that calm to that day.
After crossing the Wide Bay Bar, our first stop saw us drop anchor well into our journey in the lee of the world's largest sand barrier island, known as K'gari or Fraser Island. First night fever included a gathering on board Scott's V57 Latitude.
I decided to invite a few to my boat, but they were like seagulls to chips. They were all over there and we had a bit of a party. The Great Sandy Straits is known for its spectacular sunsets and sunrises, and we tick the box here on both counts. The next day, our cruise went into expedition mode on K'gari's west side.
Yeah, so we just thought, oh, well, we're here, we're waiting for the tide to go north, and we thought, well, let's just go jump on the tenders, and there was a really nice little creek beside us, so we decided to go up there.
It also took in the ecotourism resort of Kingfisher Bay.
So we left Kingfisher Bay Resort this morning. We're heading to Urangan to fuel the boats up.
Our next stop, Urangan Harbour.
We'll have all the boats completely fueled this afternoon. We'll spend the night at the marina.
And a group dinner at the Hervey Bay Boat Club. After refuelling boats and bodies, the next stage of our trip saw the fleet head north out of Hervey Bay towards the first coral atolls of the world-famous Great Barrier Reef. Greg Haynes joined Mike and Jan aboard their 52 Delta Flyer 2 for the entire journey and says at this stage of the trip, the Princess team were watching with interest some developing weather that would mean a change of plan going forward.
Scott and I were conversing every day and seeing what the weather was doing. So we chose to get in front of the weather. We had people that were new to blue water cruising. I mean, these boats can do anything, but we wanted to make it as comfortable as possible for the whole team that came up the coast with us. You know, it was going to be a matter of 0.7 of a metre or 1.4 metres. We didn't get one drop of water on the deck of the boat.
Great Keppel Island is huge. 17 beaches, coral reefs and a tropical warm sea. A perfect anchorage for a lunch of fresh Queensland seafood.
So I think the trip certainly, what it does, it just gives you confidence in your boat, confidence in your own ability, and the You know, you just play by the same rules. You know, instead of coming in Mark 1 with your hair on fire to anchor up, you just come up quietly.
There's a lot in the boat that looks after you, so it's actually not hard to come out and do stuff. The boat's really easy to manage and use. What you have to build is your own confidence and your ability in using that boat to what it can do. So the trip like this, that's what it's doing for us. It's just pushing you that little bit further so that you realise it's really not that hard. It's actually easy to get from A to B, and you pick your times. Like the
weather.
It's so weather dependent. So if you want to be a fair weather sailor, be a fair weather sailor, you know, and just be willing to stay here for a few days until you got that window where it's like this all the time.
Yeah, look, a lot of them, it's blowing their head off. They didn't realise how good it can be up here. You know, you can be anchored in 7 metres of water and clearly see your anchor on the bottom. So it's been a real eye-opener for a lot of them. By the way, 3 out of those owners had never been north of Jumping Pin on the Gold Coast in their 50-foot plus boats. You know, so we've really opened their eyes up.
After lunch, a refuel and overnight stay at Keppel Bay Marina near Yeppoon. It was now time to focus on the final leg of our epic 600 nautical mile journey, the 74 islands of the Whitsundays. We refuel in the sugar town of Mackay, and in the late afternoon, Hamilton Island's harbour beckons.
Well, have a look around. Crystal clear water, white sandy beaches. There's always an anchorage out of the wind, so it's important at this place. There's always, if it's a southerly, you go behind an island, or as a northerly, you go the opposite side of the island. There's just so many great places to go and things to do and things to see, and the reef. You know, we're 1 hour away from the Great Barrier Reef, so it's the best boating in Australia.
Yeah, such an amazing trip. We've been very fortunate. We got out to Lady Musgrave, which was just stunning and has to be seen to be believed. And I think the other highlight yesterday as we came into the Whitsundays, the colour of the water is just, you know, I don't know, until you experience it, it's not like photos can't do it justice, but it was just the last couple of hours yesterday, rolling through the Whitsundays was just amazing. So they're probably the highlights, but the big thing for me was I learned a lot about the capability of the boats, and I'm just absolutely blown away at what these boats do. Every day we sort of stopped, and you just, at the end of the day, you think, I can't believe how well the boats handle what they get put through, and they're unbelievable. They really are fantastic. So that was probably the big thing I learned. Yeah, it's something you wouldn't do on your own if you're not experienced, and to do it this way, it's a lot of fun. You learn a lot, and you get to enjoy your boat.
I think the highlight for myself is always Lady Musgrave. We had a great afternoon out there.
Lady Musgrave.
Yeah, the weather was
amazing.
The weather was perfect. We're all looking very forward to Hayman. So we'll have a couple of weeks here and enjoy ourselves, and then Hayman. We're looking forward to exploring the region and all it's got to offer. And Hayman should be a really good event. We're looking forward to it.
So we have to say thank you to all our owners that joined us on this trip up. You know, it's really good camaraderie with all the owners. They learn a lot. We learn a lot from them. They got to know their boats. They got to know what their boats can do, and it's something they'll be able to do on their own in the future.
So here we are, Hayman Island, our final destination. 11 yachts, close to 100 people, and 5 fabulous days of festivities. But tonight is a chance for us to dine under the stars, for all of us to get together and to celebrate and to reminisce on what has been an incredible journey so far. But we are just getting started. So be sure to join us in our next episode of The Voyage as we delve deeper into the 2021 Princess Yachts Rendezvous. We'll see you then.